So, students, we are going to start a new chapter, that is chapter number 4, ecosystem. Ecosystem, very much familiar word this is. So, before starting ecosystem, we will study about the environment. Environment means surroundings and refers to the variety of living and non-living things present around an organism. Environment means surrounding, that means we are living in a surrounding, that means we are surrounded by the environment. Okay, then everything that surrounds and affects the life of an organism forms its environment. Suppose a lion living in a forest, then the environment of lion is a forest. A forest has innumerable other living things too, such as insects and other animals and plants. It also has a non-living things such as air, water, and minerals. That is also a cultural component in the environment, which includes the impact of human activities on it. All the activities of an organism are influenced by its environment. Now, very simple. We are living in a house. Okay, that means we are having our life in our house. That means a house is the environment of us. Okay, then that means we are surrounded by house, then that house is considered as an environment. Now, next, coming to the ecosystem and its component. Ecosystem is having two components. That means one is biotic and another is abiotic. Biotic means living and abiotic means non-living. Now, all living organism, that means plant, animal, and microorganism, need food and other materials from their surroundings. The life of an organism is thus affected by the living and non-living components around it. So this ecosystem is made up of two components. One is biotic and another one is abiotic. If this plant animal is living in abiotic component, that means it is getting interacted with the non-living or abiotic component, then that process is known as ecosystem. Okay, now here living components we are considering plant, animal, and microorganism. Non-living component we are considering sunlight, air, water, and humidity. So here you see in a given area that interact with each other as well as with the non-living components of the environment such as air, water, soil, sunlight, and so on constitute an ecosystem. That means living components get interacted with non-living component that constitute an ecosystem. In this ecosystem, there is a continuous exchange of energy and matter between the living and non-living components of an ecosystem. Very familiar word it is, ecosystem. That means living components are dependent on non-living components, and again non-living components are dependent on living components in order to survive. Here already I have told you ecosystem is having two basic components, that is biotic and abiotic. Biotic, plants, animal, and microorganism. Abiotic, air, water, soil, climatic factors such as sunlight, temperature, humidity, and wind. How we are dependent on environment. That means in order to live, we have to eat something. That is why we are eating plants and animal. Okay, now plants and animal, how they are surviving, they require energy from our human being. When we respire or breathe, we diffuse oxygen or we diffuse carbon dioxide. That carbon dioxide is taken by the plants in order to prepare their own food. Now see the key points. All the interacting organism in an area together with its non-living component constitute an ecosystem. Just now I have told you about the ecosystem. Then this study of interaction between living organism and their environment is called ecology. And very important line, just underline this word. The word ecology is derived from the Greek word meaning house or place to live in. The German scientist Ernest Haeckel was the first to use this word in 1869. Keep it in your mind that Ernest Haeckel was the first to use the word ecology. Okay, then biotic compound.